match? Was it really a fight? Zuko think over his fight with Koski. It was something. A beatdown. A punch. Every hit that the two took each other was something else. But remembering it was different. It didn't feel like he was fighting on his own. It didn't feel like he was fighting by himself. It was like he was fighting more than what he seemed. More than what he knew. The boy simply sighed as he got up from his bed. The sports festival ended a few days ago. So it was straight back to normal schooling. And their internships, well, that was happening today. And to who had the most? Yours truly. It was complicated. How could he say it, really? Izuku's internships were new. His fight with Koski really did bring the people in. Izuku proceeded to look in the mirror. As he looked in the mirror, he saw himself. But clearly he saw a few changes. Especially with, his eyes and teeth. His eyes weren't emerald green anymore. They were fiery orange with draconic slit. Ever since he transformed into the sports festival, he could never return his eyes back to normal. His teeth were something else. He had claws and crap, but nothing else. His eyes, they just stayed orange. He tried changing it back any way possible, but he really can't change it back to his emerald green. Surprisingly, he changed to his other colors of his monster's eyes, but not his own. The boy sighed as finding it irritating. That's not annoying. No, it's not. He proceeded to go straight to the bathroom and clean himself into the tub in the bathroom to wash off. After washing off, he proceeded to get ready as he seemed to walk out of his house and make his way to UA. The fight was dramatic. Explosions, battle cries, screaming. It was all a moment, a blur, flashback to the very beginning of the fight. Izuku and Koski looked at each other. The looks that they were giving each other were serious. One looked at each other with a dead set of goal of proving to the other that he's not some idle way and be put to the side, and the other just wants to dominate and show everybody that he's superior to anyone else here and deserves to be number one. The two boys continued to look at each other as Midnight would see, as she'd wonder if this was, a really good idea. One boy was technically came out of surgery, and the other was a boy who completely destroyed his other opponent with no mercy. But simply she proceeded to do what she needed to do. I want a clean fight, as she simply says. Nothing more, nothing less. And if it gets too out of hand, we'll stop it. Got it? The two boys were simply continuing to look at each other as she would say, tough crowd. As she proceeded to say, ready, set, start. As she proceeded to jump right out the arena as the two would look at each other in an unknown signal. The two lunge at each other. Bakugo with explosions, Izuku with one for all. One for all adds one for all, flow through his body. The green currents of power would show it. Its significance of his quirk and usage. As Bakugo would proceed to use it right, Izuku would proceed to kick. As Suzuki would kick the explosion, using the air pressure to nullify Bakugo's attack. Grabbing onto Bakugo's right as proceeding to spin him around and trying to throw him out the ring. But Bakugo proceeded to send an explosion as rushing towards us, clocking Izuku in the face. Very aggressive explosion, sending Izuku crashing down. Izuku would do a front flip to catch himself after he made contact with the ground, jumping forward and clashing with Bakugo yet again. The two proceeded to fight as explosions and powerful one-for-all blows proceed to happen. Izuku would proceed to grab Bakugo, slamming him down into the ground and trying to hold him down. But Bakugo proceeded to use an explosion right in the middle of his abdomen, sending him flying up. As the boy proceeded to follow, grabbing him as they proceeded to twist around, falling. Bakugo proceeded to give the boy, a good head twister as slamming into the ground using Izuku as, a springboard for damage control. As Izuku proceeded to grab Bakugo. Bakugo surprisingly with a tail that came straight out of his pants. That would rip up his backside. Bakugo was stunned, proceeded to be grabbed and being thrown right off. Izuku getting up as simply he would find his face torn up, but simply it started healing before anyone could see it. Bakugo simply smiled, saying, "What's wrong? Did that hurt? Did I go too far?" Izuku proceeded to spit out blood as simply saying, as he smiled, "Nah, Kachan, I can take a lot more than that." As Izuku rushed at Bakugo, as Bakugo rushing into Izuku, the two would clash. As Bakugo proceeded to slam his explosion right to Izuku's face, but Izuku would take the brunt of the explosion, chalking Bakugo in the chest, sending him back, skidding back. Bakugo was simply grunted the pain in his chest, but simply rushing back forward, the two would clash. They would clash in art of fist, as it was like martial arts, seeing them both fight. It was quick, fluid, aggressive. So Izuku proceeded to use his tail to swipe Bakugo's legs, but Bakugo proceeding to jump over the tail, getting Izuku in the chin, proceeded to slam him, hit him with an explosion, while Izuku proceeded to hit him with a one-for-all finger flick. This show of raw power and control seemed to be surprised everyone as the audience and cheering. This fight was getting good, real good. Ochako proceeded to look as wondering if, even though she didn't really like Bakugo, she's still worried for the both of them. They were her classmates. And yet Deku was doing so well against Bakugo, even though the boys seemed to be holding back. The two would continue to clash. Bakugo sending an explosion, while Izuku proceeded to use his tail, uprooting some concrete to block Bakugo's explosion. Mama proceeded to watch the fight in interest as Shoko proceeded to simply say, "He's holding back." Who? Izuku. He seems to be holding back. I'm presuming that Bakugo hasn't really pulled out all the stops yet. But I'm presuming that he's holding back because he might not have for the advantage. Kanari simply says why. He can transform into a huge fucking dragon, if I remember correctly. Or he can transform into that smaller wolf. Smaller wolf might be, Momo says. That form is still pretty large. And yet, I'm sure he wants to leave it to something else. Leave that out of sight. But also, Bakugo looks very quick and lean. And in that form, in the full transformation, Izuku's quick, but he's not fast to react. He's very slow in timing. If you remember how the Nomu fought, it was quick and quick to recover. Izuku wasn't really quick to recover at all. It took him a while. So it's similar to that fight, but toned down to where he's finding someone experienced that can hit from all sides if he transforms fully. And I don't think he wants that. So you're saying Deku can't transform? I'm saying he can, Momo says, but he chooses not to. This one Zero says, but the raw power that his quirk gives when he fully uses it. Raw power does not mean a definite win. Sometimes it's good just to go half. Izuku would block another attack from Bakugo as he proceeded to throw Bakugo into the air as Bakugo proceeded to flare around for a bit until he control himself in mid-air with an explosion, sending him going down. Izuku proceeded to jump as Bakugo released a full-powered explosion, destroying a good chunk of the arena. Well, the corner of the arena as the boy would simply smile as looking towards Deku. He knew he could have blocked that. Or he could have used whatever finger flick technique you have. Yeah, but that hurts like a bitch, as Izuku simply says. And also, I don't think I want to do that. Why won't you transform, nerd? Izuku simply smile. And why won't you use your full power just like you did right now? To that corner. Kachan, are you afraid you'll hurt me too badly? Or maybe because Aunt Misky will scream at you in your ears and you won't get over it. I don't give a fuck what the old hacking thing about me anyway, says Bakugo simply says. And why are you holding back? Bakugo goes to growl. Why am I holding back? You wanna know why, nerd? Here's why. Let me ask you a question. How would you feel if someone that you always knew was lesser than you, weaker, who looked up to you, and heck, even said admire, or wanted to be like you, but yet then you found out that they had a power for so many years, and you think, why didn't they use that power? Well, you want to know why? Because the bastard decided to hold it back for so many fucking years. And here's the funny thing about it, too. And he's the kitty you knew from kindergarten. And he proceeded to laugh behind your back for goddamn 14 fucking years. And you ask me why I won't use my full power when you're not even using your full goddamn quirk. You fucking trash. Izuku proceeded to listen as you thought I'd look down to you. I never looked down to you at all, Kachan. I admire you. You have an amazing quirk. Your determination, your attitude, everything. There was a time I wanted to be like you. But now, I'm happy that I am. Me. Be a quirk like you. Sure, Izuku says. And you're right about one thing. I did hide my quirk. But I didn't laugh behind your back. I was afraid of my own power. afraid of your own power. Yeah, right. Bakugo proceeded to growl. The quirkless loser, afraid of his own power. The same quirkless losers who just decided who clearly fought that whatever that fucking abomination in the USJ. That same quirkless loser who proceeded to help All Might. That same quirkless loser who proceeded to beat the shit out of me a few weeks ago. In the Hero vs. Villain test. That's the same quirkless loser that you're talking about. That kid? Yeah, I know. There's a clear difference between a deku and what this thing that's standing right in front of me. The deku I know wouldn't challenge me. The deku I know is the quirkless loser that would proceed to cry about his dreams, that proceeded to do nothing about it. That's the deku I know. But what you are, I don't even know what the hell you are. As Bakugo stops screaming as he proceeded to glare. How about we fucking finish this? And I'll just continue going as low I am. Bakugo scowled as growling. You want my full power then? Fine, nerd. But you're gonna lose your full power as well. You got that, you little shit. Izuku proceeded to nod his thing. Alright. Bakugo smiled and said, you asked for this. Bakugo lunged forward with a huge explosion as repelling himself forward as Izuku proceeded to charge him for 15%, preparing for Bakugo's attack as Bakugo swinging his arm forward. Izuku proceeded to dodge and proceeded to give Bakugo a well-served kick at him and sending him flying back as he proceeded to skid on the ground, jumping into the air as Bakugo rushed Izuku, grabbing him, and slamming into the ground as he proceeded to throw him in the air with an explosion as Bakugo would be sent flying up. Bakugo hit Izuku with a full on explosion, sending him further up, along with falling up, proceeding to do a spin kick down, slamming the boy to the concrete. As proceeding to fall, once he got to fall to like a few meters before he hit the ground, proceeding these explosions and hitting where Izuku was over and over and over and over. The full power explosions would hit as they'll be louder and stronger every time Bakugo released another one and another one and another one. After a few moments would pass, Bakugo would stop as he would fall down as proceeding to look at his handiwork. There was a 20-meter crater. Everyone would stay quiet, wondering if the boy was, dead or unconscious. But as the dust would settle, two larger wings would open that were 5 to 6 meters in length. They were large and black, covered in needles. Needle-like protrusions that are on the back of the wings, similar to Izuku's black tail that was covered also and those needle-like protrusions, needle-like spikes to the tip of the tail. In the front of the wings had an orangish, brown, reddish type of color. Bakugo please found this irritating as Izuku would be in a half semi-form as his arms and his legs would be fully transformed into the Nergigante's limbs as simply Izuku would glare. Sorry. I need to pull out all the stops. Izuku smiled. I'm sure my mom probably had a heart attack right now. After what you did right now, But hey, why not add to the drama, Or Auntie would just, after this, Auntie will probably call you and scream in your ear, as I said earlier, about probably self-control. so. Then Bakugo spilled the lair to Zuko. If the old hag wants to yell, she can yell later. Let her yell, I can care less. If she so, you wouldn't care if she would proceeded to punish you at all? It never stopped me before. That's what Bakugo says. That won't stop me now. You just have no respect for Aunt Miski, do you? And why would I? The old hacking doesn't really matter to me. Me and your dad. As long as I remember, my father was dead because of you, dumbass. You still blame me for that? Of course I do, as Bakugo simply says. Why wouldn't I? If you got into the fucking car that day, he wouldn't be dead. Izuku simply decides to say, you need to let go of the past. How about you shut up and just use your goddamn quirk at full power? Or maybe I should just probably down under 6 feet under, so you can understand how it feels to lose somebody. Izuku still has a narrow eyes. Or maybe more. Who knows, as Bakugo simply says. I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. Let's finish this match. Deku. Izuku simply snarled at the name. I like being called that. You're still the same quirkless loser as I remember. So I can call you that name however I like. Zuko scowled us. You're gonna regret that. Regret that big time. Make me. As the two rushes clashing into the air. As the two would continue to fight in the air, explosions along with almost like hurricane winds would proceed to continue to hit. Bakugo would proceed to be ground pound towards the ground. As he proceeded, the explosions went up, spinning around as hitting Izuku in the stomach. As Izuku proceeded to hold himself, Bakugo grabbing him, as proceeding to power or jump him or power dive him down, crashing into the ground in the middle of the arena. Bakugo would jump right into the air, a good 10 to 20 meters in the air, and proceeded to stop, drop, as he started to fall, as he started to spin around, in his special technique, howitzer impact. How exciting. This boy, he's falling. Izuku simply smiled as, well, shit. The boy simply charged one for all, and simply deciding, okay, there's gotta be something I can do. Come on, think. If I use one for all 100% to break my arm, that's not gonna be really good. That won't show the control I've been showing in this fight for the past few minutes of this fight. Zuko proceeds to see as Bakugo was getting closer and closer. Oh shit. This is not good. Okay. I don't think Gato doesn't have any range attacks. That's bad. Damn it. The most powerful of my dragon forms and forms that my quirk has does not have a range attack. You gotta be kidding me. Come on. There's gotta be something. Anybody in that head? Somebody? Okay. Izuku proceeded to hope that, well, he could do something. Maybe he can try to switch to the Safijiva. I don't know. But it'll probably take a while until he can actually figure out how to change monsters from one form to another. He proceeded to try to do just that, as trying to draw upon the right dragon power, but instead he drew upon something deeper that wasn't a part of, well, the Safijiva, but part of the Gante. Was this part of his dragon form? He didn't know. Simply as he felt heat in his mouth. And, well, before he knew it, he opened his mouth and fire protruded. As a fire would concentrate as simply, once I concentrated into a beam of pure energy, this would cause an explosion once the two would make contact, causing a really big explosion as, well, the memory would end. And he wouldn't really remember anything after that. The boy wondered, once he finally arrived at UA's Class 1A. I really can't remember anything else about the match. After I fired whatever that heat ray was, was it a heat ray or? Yeah, I'm sure it was a heat ray, because it was definitely a beam. Weird that was purple. He proceeded to open the door as somebody wondered. I didn't know the Gante can do that. Check that out later as somebody opening. Once he looked forward as seeing everyone in class. He proceeded to head towards his desk, sitting down. Now as his classes would talk with each other. He now wondered about his quirk. Did he have secret abilities that he didn't know of? That's very strange. Why the hell would he have abilities? New abilities? Okay. It's not like he's panicking, no. Far from that. He has more power. Okay. Maybe you should actually train for this. Figure out how it works, and simply as I would pop in, saying, "Alright, quiet down." Once Aizawa answered as he proceeded to talk about, well, the sports festival and its results. And saying of their internships will be, well, interesting. He proceeded to give the class and each of them who, after winning the sports festival, well, clearly who had the most internships, and that was Izuku. And clearly the boy won. But pretty much Koski still won the sports festival. And really, that was something more of an interesting fact. How the Ash Boy won, he doesn't really know. And to be honest, Izuku was content. At least he has the most internships. Simply as I was tell them to look over them, and once done submitting to him, and to, well, prepare for their internships for the next few days, because they'll be on other heroes' paychecks and trouble in mind. Because, man, as Awesome says, he needed a break from these problem children. And he's not being paid enough for this shit. As the sleeping man would proceed to get into a sleeping bag and pass out. Izuku wondered how Aizawa Sensei could really just be so relaxed and fall asleep in the middle of class. Who cares? Everyone proceeded to look over their internships as pretty much. Just Rock says, "So, which one are you gonna go for, Deku?" Yes, he says. Izuku tried not to react, but reeling it in is saying, "Well, I'm not really sure." Izuku proceeded to look over his internships. Surprisingly, he had a lot. One from Endeavor, surprisingly, which he blinked. Endeavor? Why would a number 2 hero want him as an intern? Who knows? The boy switched over yet again as finding someone surprisingly. See, Mirako. Wow. Mirako. She was a pretty cool hero. She looked more on, the leg strength, but that's not bad. Is it? The boy wondered. You could probably go for the number 5 hero. Or should he not do that? And just, pull off somebody else. He proceeded to look over his. He also found Ryuku, the dragon hero. Izuku to blink as cool. Mineta was saying he's gonna go for he's gonna go for my lady, which Izuku wondered why, but remembering what Mineta was mostly stand for. Hentai. Yes. I have to remember that Mineta's a freak. Izuku proceeded to look over his interns once more, and really, he didn't know what to choose. Izuku wondered as now it was lunchtime. He was still looking over, what he could really do. And, the potential. Really, he could do Miracle to help him with One For All, and maybe get his new style of One For All shoot style down, because he used his legs and his arms. But Ryuku could help him with his dragon forms and understand his dragon-like abilities and nature. Simply once says, not long, All Might came in and wanted him to come over for lunch. The boy accepted, and, All Might suggested him Gran Torino, which would help One For All even better. But Izuku was like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I need something from, my quirk. And Izuku explained to All Might his dilemma. All Might will listen in as hearing the boy out, how he would say that he wants to take Gran Torino and Miracle because they can help him control more One For All. Gran Torino can help him control a percentage, or a percentage of One For All, and Miracle could help him build up his body and a fighting style that can combine shoot style and, using his arms in a safe way. But he also wanted to go by Ryuku, and pretty much learn more about his dragon quirk. But that's kind of hard when you only have to choose one. All my would really think about it is now he would think about it, which after listening to his successor, he was kind of right. One, the boy had a lot of potential. And of course, by sports festival, the boy figured out a way to use One For All before, in this new way that he didn't think of before. And he was strong, yes. But also, with his dragon quirk, he's almost a formidable foe. With his natural, animalistic instincts kicking in every time when he uses it, along with the raw power that comes with his quirk, it could make sense why the boy wanted to learn Ryuku and get control over it. Katrina Miracle could probably help him with a form and the power system one for all, but how's he going to really, do that if he only can go with one? This is when All Might had an idea. This was, an idea that was actually new, and it might not work, but it could work, because, hey, it's not that bad. All Might also said he'll take care of it as simply as asking Midoriya to just pretty much say, let's give them, all three of them, the green, checking them both, all of them out, as simply, after telling him that, he'll deal with the rest. Izuku would pretty much question All Might's sanity after that point, asking why would he just say he'll take three of them, he can only take one. All Might would simply say tell him to trust him with this, and he got it. So Izuku did just that, taking Ryuku, Kukuran Torino, and Mirako as his internships, and with All Might. All Might would walk into Nezu's office simply, as Nezu would say, All Might, you need something? As Nezu would sort of look at the skeleton man, as All Might says, Nezu, as All Might says, you don't think you can pull some strings for me? Nezu would simply scratch his chin, as having a smile on his face, saying, what do you want me to do? I presume it's for young Midoriya. Yes, he's found himself in a pickle. After explaining to Izuku's problem to Nezu, Nezu can understand as simply understanding All Might's idea. It's not bad, it's never been heard of, but, it's time for UA to expand their variety of choice. And maybe it's good for, heroes, the future generation of heroes, to not just have one internship, but to have them multiple, so they can cover all types of ground. That can help them more in the future as pro heroes. They shouldn't be just drawn down to one. They should just have more variety. Simply as All Might would nod, understanding, as thinking Nezu was says he'll pull some strings, and everything will be good. Time skip a few days later. It was time to leave for their internships. Izuku was surprised that, he was gonna actually get 3 interns to train him. Izuku wondered how All Might even got the okay. Yes, he was a symbol of peace, but there was no way All Might could really tell the upper man to actually allow him to do this. But Izuku had a feeling that Nezu had something to deal with it, and Nezu was incredibly smart. And Izuku really did not want to go into that type of predicament with the pro hero, and gosh, really. Nezu sometimes really did scare him. His maniacal, creepy grin, God. He shivered at simply wondering. And yet, he's not nor bear, dog, or rat. He's something in between of them all. Izuku proceeded to look around his classmates, seeing them all while preparing for their interns. Interns, Izuku would look to see Ida, as he'll be very serious lately. He'd heard about ingenium, ingenium's, how should I say this? Destructive, okay, fucked up fail of trying to catch the hero killer and the fall of Ingenium, pretty much, and the pro hero is now hospitalized for probably life. And Ida didn't really take it very well. And filling out of the boy's aura, it oozed malice and hatred. Not for him, but he could think hero killer. Stain and Izuku had a hunch what Ida's internship was. It had to do something with Hosu. Izuku knew one thing. That's the only reason why Ida's really going to Hosu. Nothing else. He wanted to stay close, so he was glad that, well, Gran Torino was in Hosu. Izuku proceeded to walk up to Ida as Ida would wait for his train as Izuku would say, "Hey, Ida." The boy would turn and sing the boys. Midoriya, do you need something? Yeah, no, not really. Just worried about you. You okay? As the boy simply says. Ida was simply not understanding his thing. Yes, Midoriya, I'm fine. Suyu proceeds to say, walk in as simply saying, you've been quiet recently, as the frog girls would say. Haven't been acting like the same recently, and you're worrying us. Izuku looked at Sue as nodding understandingly, while Chako would be on his other side as, yeah, if you need anyone to talk to, Chako simply says, we're here. Ida was smile as they look at his three friends, saying, I understand, thank you, but I'm okay. The boy would see his train finally arrive and say, well, I'll see you all then off. As he proceeded to leave and, well, hang on his train and making his way out. Izuku saw his own train coming in as saying, well, then I'll see you guys later. Izuku proceeded to head out to heading on his own train and then making his way to Hosu. Izuku needed to make sure to keep a track on Ida. Very much so, where he's not gonna end up killing himself by doing something stupid. One thing he knew is anger can do some very fucked up things to your mind. Once he arrived at Gran Torino's location or place, he opened the door and pretty much saw the old man dead and covered in blood. Izuku to blink his thing. Oh no. Izuku wondered, is he dead? I see him sweat. Shit. I didn't really put this. I gotta call the hospital as Super Gran Torino will pop up alive saying, hello there, Sonny. Who are you? Huh? Wait. He's alive? Before he knew it, he was knocked on his ass. As simply Gran Torino will have his suitcase, just looking at it. Well, so you're the kid, huh? Zuko blink and think, how the hell did he move so fast? I could barely even read him at all. Or see him. Holy shit. Zuko to blink. I just knocked you on your ass as Gran Torino looked. Yeah, we got some work, kid. Wait for the others to pop up. Others? I thought it was just gonna be me and you. Oh, don't worry. It's not just gonna be just me and you, kiddo. Simply as the door would knock, Izuku would proceed to question and wondering what that was. Once he arrived at the door, opening it and seeing, well, two gorgeous, hot women. Holy fuck. Ryuko and Mirako. Izuku blinked. His mind went blank for a second. Holy shit. They actually appeared. The two entered in as simply as Izuku proceeded to close the door and looking over the two Kirin heroines as simply looking them over. Mirako was, well, a dark-skinned woman simply as she was wearing I guess you can probably call it a workout outfit that pretty much showed her fully muscular, stretch, and thick thighs, mommy-like thighs that would be found at the rear, like a rear firm ass like no other. And that cupped up with a white workout, like body suit, all the way to, well, her large, deep, borderline G-cup breasts that were borderline having a hard time fitting to the costume, showing her muscular arms and, well, her rabbit ears standing straight up as the boys simply proceeded to look at the other heroiness. Ryuki was wearing a red dress. The red dress was, well, looked simple but yet elegant. It had a golden dragon on it as well. And on her head, she had 3 metal-like claws, similar to how a dragon's claws would pretty much be, with the bat-like wings on the side. Izuku would blink, saying, "Holy shit! Holy shit, holy fucking shit," Izuku wondered. Ryuko was supposed to say, "So this is the kid, huh? Oh, then you don't mind working with others, right?" Izuku simply shake his head. "No, he does not mind." She said, "Alright, come in." As Ryuko would, after saying that, he would turn around seeing both Momo and another girl. Momo's outfit was, well, the same. Very alluring and very attractive and alluring and desirable. Seeing the girls decompress that were so close to being an E-cup, which was impressive, as the boys looked at the other girl, which, oh my god, she was as beautiful, or might be more. Ginger red hair, gorgeous green eyes. Izuku knew simply she was wearing an outfit with showing her arms as she had a blue like kimono covering her as Izuku would with black pants and with a belt, and her face was covered in a mask, like a ninja mask. Izuku would blink. He would snap out of his leering. Hirozu, as he stuttered. "What are you doing here?" Midori, she smiled. I thought I told you about my internship. Izuku would blink. "You did?" "Yes, maybe you weren't listening to me before." Izuku would proceed to go through his memory. "I don't remember at all. Do I?" Izuku scratched a blank. "Yeah, my memory's blank." The 3 interns would look as graduate was to make it blunt. "Alright, because we're all going to be working together. We're all just going to teach you all the same. Because, well, one of you, his quirk is very versatile. Well, we're just going to teach you all because it's simpler. And we're going to teach you elegance, combat, and the ways of the world, as Gran Turismo simply says. They would all blink as they would understand, nodding. Let's get started. I've pretty much already taught him a few things, as Ryuku simply says. Yeah, fashion, as the ginger-like red-headed girl would simply say. Kendo, as Momo simply says. Let's be more respective. Kendo would simply say. Yeah. Miracle simply says, alright. I'll take you two as the girls. As Miracle simply says, look at the girls. And you can deal with the boy. You can deal with the little gawky right there. As simply as Gran Turismo says. Yeah, I'll get him started. Well, you can go help the others. She'll simply nod. Riku will simply nod. As the two heroines will take the two girls outside to, well, start their training. All Gran Turismo start their training inside. So why are we separated again? Yes, we're training you all together, but also there needs to be some borderline of privacy for, one for all, as Ubisoft says. You understand? Good. We catch on quick. Alright. You will be understanding your quirk and learning how to adapt one for all's power level, one for all's power, and to add more and more control over it. I saw your debuting on the sports festival. You were good, but you lack experience and control. Izuku blinked. I thought I had good control. You had lousy control. You got the good percentage of 15%, but your attacks and blows are lousy, shruggish, and very much once you let loose on your punch, you have no damage control. Damage control? Your surroundings. You don't think of your surroundings, do you? The sports festival has pretty much shown me that. Right? Zuko remember his blows one for all. Every time he did miss attack, it did destroy a chunk of the arena. I can see where you're coming from, but my attacks were pretty powerful. And I was fighting an opponent that was as strong or stronger than me. So I needed to level up the playing field. Leveling up the playing field is understandable. But also, if you can't keep those around you safe and you're just gonna cause havoc around you, there's the villains, you're pretty much endangering not just them, but yourself. What if you're inside, and you accidentally bring the whole bloody building down on you? How are you gonna solve that? And I know you have a dragon quirk that can make you change size. Yes, but there's people also inside the building. You can also just kill them as well. How are you gonna solve that? Mizuku blink. Shit! The boy scratches his head now really think about his actions and sports festival. Not that much control I thought I had. Exactly. You did well not trying to blow off your arms, like how Toshidori said originally, how you were doing one for all. But you lack very much control. Control of how much percentage you're releasing output, your blows. Try to maximize the damage in one point, instead allowing the attack to just go berserk and wild. Now, we're gonna start with this training. Gran Turismo says, alright, what's the trade? As Zuko be knocked on his ass yet again. Zuko says, you didn't even finish didn't let me finish. Well then, as Gran Turismo says, you need to work on your reaction time. Izuku got out, charged one for all, but gradually yet again hit him again, as Izuku could charge one for all up. Come on, Izuku says. You only let me charge one for all. Come on, kid. I'm not going to let you use your quirk. That's the thing about it. Villains are not going to let you use your quirk at all. They're going to try to kill you from the very moment that they see you. You have to understand that. And if you want to get a time to charge up your power, you gotta do it quicker. Izuku blinked. Shit. Right. Getting up slowly as proceeding to charge one for all. Gradually made his way towards Izuku, brought out his tail, the black tail, where proceeded to slap Gran Torino, but Izuku missed. Ah, damn it. He had one for all charged up fully, but, well, Gran Torino came rushing at him yet again. Dodge. Holy shit, Izuku wondered. How the fuck did he move himself quickly? Izuku knew, well, I hope I don't die. As the two continued to train, 10 minutes later, well, the boy was knocked on his ass. Oh, fuck. You have a lot of work to do, as Gran Torino simply says. And Toshidori didn't really teach you that much about controlling one for all, did he? No, Alma's a good teacher. He taught me you how to use one for all and let it rip. Not control, not precise control, or leveling the power to a safe level without damaging those around you and yourself. No, he didn't. You were taught that you self-taught that to yourself. Yeah, I taught that to myself. Self-teaching. But All Might's not a bad teacher. No, he's not. He's just inexperienced, and he's looking for things that are too much. He thinks that he's a you. He thinks that you are him, second version of him. He needs to know that you are you. You're not him. And things are not going to be the same. Get it? And you're also doing the same thing. You think by doing what All Might does is going to make it easier for you. You need to find your own path. The boy nodded as saying, all right, you're going to switch with the girls. You're going to go train with Mirika and Ryuko, and I'll take the girls for training. The little boy simply nodded as he made his way towards, the heroines. Yaozu and, Kendo would proceed to simply say to the two girls to say good luck. Izuku would wonder, good luck? That's all you gotta say? As once they entered outside, Ryuko and Miriko proceed to wait as simply Miriko would say, alright, good. You're outside. As she simply smiled, so we're not gonna hold back. The boy blinked. Holding back? Wait, I just started with you guys. Yeah, we used half of our power on the girls, because that's understandable. They have not had that much fighting experience hand to hand. You, on the other hand, you can go against that kid in your class that won a sports festival. So why bother teaching you the basics when we can just jump into the pool and see how good you are? But maybe we should, as he proceeded to get punched in the face, seeing him crashing into a dumpster as the boy simply groaned. Oh, my back! My back! Damn it. I feel like Peter when he crashed into that car and sprayed it too. Ah! I remember laughing at him at that time. Karma finally got me. Damn!